Okay, so I'm seeing this debate on Miley Cyrus getting honored as a Disney legend, and people are complaining not so much that she doesn't deserve it, but that she doesn't deserve it more than or before Raven. And y'all know I like to talk facts. Now, I personally love both of these shows. I'm born in 99, experienced both of these shows. To me, That's So Raven is a better show than Hannah Montana. But for a Disney legend, this is the company honoring someone. So you have to think who made the company the most money. And that's where we're going to get into the fact breakdown because Miley honestly clears Raven. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, but it's the truth. Now, does Raven deserve to be honored as a Disney legend at some point? Yes, but Miley deserves it, and we just gonna leave it there. Y'all gonna stop coming for my cousin. So I broke this down into four categories: films and movies, television, tours, and then their discography. And this is only the work under Disney. And before we get started, I have to highlight that Miley was a one-woman army working as both Miley and Hannah Montana. A lot of Raven's work was done in the Cheetah Girls as a group. And we not even getting into the merch and products. Like Raven had merch, but Hannah Montana merch and products was a different level. Backpacks, blankets, perfume, like it was everything. So let's start with their films under Disney. So TV films, Raven was Nebula Wade in Xenon 1999 and the sequel in 2004, which premiered to 4.1 million viewers. She was also in the Cheetah Girls 1 in 2003, which premiered to 6.5 million viewers, and Cheetah Girls 2 in 2006, which premiered to 7.8 million viewers. She also starred in College Road Trip alongside Martin Lawrence. It had a budget of 25 million and the box office was 51.5 million. Miley Cyrus or Hannah Montana had the Best of Both Worlds concert film in 2008. It premiered on TV to 5.9 million viewers and also was in the box office for 70 million. The Hannah Montana movie in 2009 was in theaters and had a budget of 30 million and a box office of 169 million. Miley also voiced Penny in the movie Bolt, which came out in 2008. It had a budget of 150 million and a box office of 310 million. The Last Song came out in 2010. It had a budget of 20 million and a box office of 89 million. Next, we're going to get into their runs on television with Disney. Raven voiced the character Monique in Kim Possible from 2002 to 2007. This was Kim's closest female friend. And obviously, she also had her show That's So Raven, which ran from 2003 to 2007, 4 seasons and 100 episodes. Raven was also a producer on season 4. This was Disney's first program to reach 100 episodes. Now here I found the highest viewed episode per season. For season 1, it was 4.7 million. Season 2, 4.3 million. Season 3, 5.1 million. Season 4, 5.7 million. Miley Cyrus starred in Hannah Montana from 2006 to 2011, 4 seasons and 98 episodes. The highest viewed episode per season: season 1, 7.1 million, season 2, 10.7 million, season 3, 9.3 million, and season 4, 7.1 million. So I think that's what a lot of people weren't realizing. Like, even when we just solely compare the shows that they starred in, a lot more people were watching Hannah Montana than That's So Raven. I don't know if it was a racial thing or what. Like, Hannah Montana had everybody, but a lot more people, like millions more people, were watching Hannah Montana every season. And they weren't that far apart. They actually were airing at the same time for 2 years. Next, we are going to look into their Disney tours. In 2006, Raven went on the This Is My Time tour. It had 40 shows at various state fairs and music festivals, primarily in the United States. She also had a tour titled Live and Concert Tour from 2008 to 2009. I wasn't sure to see exactly how many shows it had, but there is a flyer down there with at least 15 shows listed. And I just want to make this clear because a lot of people thought this too. Raven never toured with the Cheetah Girls. This is 4 different tour photos of the Cheetah Girls, and you see it's just the 3 of them. Raven never toured with the Cheetah Girls, and she honestly barely did performances with them. Like, if they did TV performances and stuff, a lot of time it was just these 3. Miley Cyrus went on the Best of Both Worlds tour from 2007 to 2008. It grossed over $54 million through 71 shows, and every show sold out within 20 minutes. In 2009, she went on the Wonder World Tour, which grossed over $45 million through 56 shows, selling out 29 of the dates. And this tour was solely Miley, it was no Hannah Montana. And now the last thing we're going to look at is their music under Disney. So we have their albums and then we have their soundtracks. So we're going to start with the soundtracks. So there was the That's So Raven soundtrack, which debuted at number 44 on the Billboard 200 and was certified gold. And then there was the That's So Raven 2 soundtrack, which also debuted at number 44 and sold 22,600 copies the first week. The Cheetah Girls' first soundtrack was certified double platinum, over 2 million sales in the US. The Cheetah Girls 2 soundtrack debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200. It sold over 87,000 copies the first week. It was certified platinum by the end of 2006, selling over 1.4 million copies. And notable song from That's So Raven 2 is Some Call It Magic. Okay, Hannah Montana live albums and soundtracks. The Best of Both Worlds concert in 2008 debuted at number 3, so it was the live album of the concert. 2006, Hannah Montana Season 1 soundtrack debuted at number 1 with 281,000 copies sold first week, certified 3 times platinum. And that's what I mean. Like, these were kids' music soundtracks going number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, selling more than the real record labels artists. 2007, the Hannah Montana 2 soundtrack debuted at number 1 with 325,000 sold first week. It's been certified 4 times platinum. Hannah Montana, the movie soundtrack, came out in 2009, debuted at number 2 with 139,000 copies sold. First week, it's 2 times platinum. Hannah Montana 3 soundtrack came out in 2009, debuted at number 2 with 137 copies sold first week. And the final soundtrack, Hannah Montana Forever, came out in 2010 and it debuted at number 11 with 28K sold first week, certified gold. And it's also important to note that as Hannah Montana, she charted 20 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, 20 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, 3 top 40 songs, Nobody's Perfect, Life's What You Make It, and He Could Be the One, which was also a top 10. Now, these are their real albums as Raven Symone and Miley Cyrus. So Raven has always made jokes that her fans don't buy her music, and honestly, it's true based on this. So This Is My Time came out in 2004. It debuted at number 51 with 19K sold in the first week. It ended up becoming Raven's best-selling album with 235,000 copies sold by 2007. And her album Raven Symone came out in 2008. It debuted at 159 on the Billboard 200 with 4,400 copies sold in the first week. Miley had Meet Miley Cyrus in 2007, which debuted at number 1 with 326,000 copies sold. First week, it's certified 3 times platinum. In 2008, she had Breakout, which debuted at number 1 with 371,000 copies sold first week, and is certified platinum. In 2009, she released an EP called Time of Our Lives, which debuted at number 3, certified 3 times platinum, and sold 215,000 copies within the first 2 weeks of sales. And in 2010, she released Can't Be Tamed, which debuted at number 3 with 102,000 first week sales. She had 8 singles chart as Miley Cyrus with 5 top 10s. Today, Raven has a successful reboot called Raven's Home, which has been running since 2017. It's had a longer run than That's So Raven, with 6 seasons and 122 episodes so far. Miley Cyrus is still successful in making music. She recently had a number 1 single, Flowers, and won her first 2 Grammys. So both of these ladies are Disney legends and they both deserve to be honored, but I think that we can see that Miley definitely made Disney more money. So I don't think that there should really be an argument about whether Miley deserves this or if she deserves it before Raven. Now that they have decided to honor Miley, I do think Raven should be honored next. I think they are the 2 biggest stars from Disney and they were a part of their golden era. And they both were able to have shows and stand on their own in different ways. Let me know your thoughts below and make sure to go to my story and participate in the poll about this topic.